Alright, we're back for yet another attempt at this. John Deere's been sitting here waiting with the disc behind it. I don't know how many attempts it makes now that I have tried to turn over the food plot over there to get my last planting of millet in. Mother Nature keeps telling me no. It's been, like I said, it's been a wild year. Been severe thunderstorms constantly over here, a lot of rain, so it's just been putting me behind. But as you can see, the sky is beautiful. There's not much on the radar. They're calling for rain this afternoon. Plus I have to go to work in a few hours, so now's the chance to get out there and get this turned over. Let's see if we can get this planted today. Well, I might as well keep y'all updated on my tractor. I've just had my first problem with it. I've got 200 hours on it. It's a John Deere 4066R. And if you'll notice something, to turn the key on, the fuel gauge is always supposed to cycle. However, every single time it goes back to full. Doesn't matter what the level is in my tank. So that tells me something with my fuel sending unit in there is most likely bad, or it's the gauge. But the reason I believe it's fuel sending unit, I think it was 2 days ago, I was out in the field mowing. My tractor started bogging and shutting down on me. Then it threw a ECU code that said low fuel, that I need to change my fuel filters. So I ran up to the John Deere dealer, bought 2 fuel filters, changed those out, went out in the field to mow again, same problem, tractor bogging down, throwing an ECU code, hey, you've got low fuel. I decided to pull my fuel line off going to the fuel water separator, and it was just a small trickle coming out. Couldn't hardly get any fuel to the separator, so I figured that must be my problem. Tried opening the tank vent back here, thinking maybe that was plugged. Still no flow increase, so I took some very low compressed air, blew back up the air line, and all of a sudden the flow returns great. Been running the tractor since, no problems. It's hard for me to get the tractor up to the dealer this time of year because I'm using it every day, but if it starts throwing ECU codes again, I will. But I think what has happened, because my fuel gauge went out, there is a sending unit in the tank. Hey, let's put 2 and 2 together. I think something has come apart with the sending unit, and that's what plugged up my fuel line. Been running it a couple days since blowing that back out. It's been perfectly fine. However, it's only a matter of time for whatever's in that tank gets right back up to the fuel line, plugs it up, or I'm getting no flow again. So looks like I've got a trip to the dealer in my near future. Just trying to knock out a couple chores before I make that happen. Just thought I'd give y'all a little update on that. Other than that, the tractor's been wonderful. That's the first issue I've had, and I hope the last one. My last tractor was 13 years old, my last John Deere, and had only ever been to the shop once in its life for a wheel seal. So I'm expecting that kind of life expectancy out of this one with no problems. Well, I got it done for the most part. And the reason I say that is I still have to put fertilizer out. Got to go pick all that up, so I'm going to save y'all the boredom of watching me spread fertilizer. But if that's something you'd like to see, just click a few videos back from this one when I planted that side and millet, and you can watch me spread all the fertilizer you want. So, not as level as I'd like. I still have some grass and stuff out there that may not die, but you know, again, it's down to the wire. Should have already had this planted. Life's just got in the way. I know y'all are tired of hearing me say that, but that's just the way it goes. At least I got it in. It should still grow just fine. It's just a little later than I like and not as smooth and as clean as I'd like. But I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with all this coming up. So with that said, I think I'm gonna end the video here. Finally got this planted, thank goodness. It's only taken me about 4 weeks. Mother Nature held off today, although there's some rain on the radar, which is good. As long as I can get this fertilizer out, I'll have all that out in another couple hours. It can rain all at once, so it should come up good. So stay tuned for some future videos. I'll give updates on this as well as that side over there that thank goodness is coming back up well after the storm that blew it all down. And it's still really dark green, so looks like I did not need to put a second coat of fertilizer on that this year, which is great. That saves some money. I think I'm gonna do the same thing with this side, just maybe put an extra 100 pounds an acre out right now, call it good. Not worry with it anymore unless I see it really yellow up on me, you know, before it seeds out good. So with that said, thank y'all for watching. I've got more updates coming in the future. Gonna be doing some firewood stuff here before long, getting a log splitter. Eventually I'm gonna get a wood chipper, be doing some pole saw, cleaning up, chip some wood, start some mulch piles and some you know, different piles, things going on around here. So just stay tuned for all that. If you're liking these type of videos, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and drop a comment below if there's something else you would like to see.